Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Evan Woodruff of Midland Football. How's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Big win last week against Mount Pleasant. Believe it
Yeah.
went to overtime. So, my goodness, anytime you can win a high school football game is obviously a big deal. But what was it like last week to get a huge win heading into this week?
Well, especially since it was an overtime game, it's obviously a big win. But Mount Pleasant is a very good team, very good coach team, and I think being able to pull off a win against those guys was a big deal. Able to set the tone in the SBL really, and set the tone on what we're really about. And especially since it was senior night too, it was awesome to get a win on senior night. So
Yeah. Really this has been a really good year for you guys. I know coming away with I believe I believe you are undefeated in the conference if
yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
So really just to come out and you guys beat some really, really good teams. What has it been like this season? And obviously you're doing it with a brand new coach.
Really, I think having that brand new coach in really has helped us really because it has helped us come together as a team and really understand the different view different views of football really and really wanting to work hard for the coach and really set the tone on yeah, we're legit, like we really want to be able to compete. And there was talk, obviously there's always talk with a new coach about how, oh, is this just going to be a building year? And I really think we have came back at those compliments and um, really kind of set the tone on like what we are about and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know that Coach Menther after he left, after he retired last year, I know he wanted to give the new coach a lot of experience coming back. What's it been like working with Coach Wellman and learning his systems and all that
Mhm.
stuff? And what has that been like for you guys?
He definitely has a different coaching style than Coach Metner. Coach Wellman, he's been more position like technique, really focusing on that this year. He's a high intensity guy, which really helps us motivate the team. Um, and like I just think like the way he coaches fits our like the really us younger guys better, and he knows how to like Coach Mender also knew how to talk to us younger guys, but Coach Wellman really like clicks with us too as well, and I think that's really helped us a lot.
Yeah. I don't think there's any motivation needed for what this week is going to be because it's week 9 is typically usually rivalry week. And obviously, when in the Battle of Midland, it's Midland and Midland Dow.
Yeah.
Of course, one of the biggest games of the year, one of the biggest rivalries in the state. I've gone to a lot of rivalry games over my time covering high school football.
Mhm.
Can you explain for maybe someone that maybe is not familiar with this rivalry, what is it just like when Midland and Midland Dow get together?
Well, I'm gonna say first, the atmosphere is just absolutely amazing, an amazing thing to experience, and obviously having a lot of people on each side of the stands is big adrenaline rush, and but there's just a lot of like school spirit involved with the whole week. We have a lot of pep rallies this whole week. The band does a lot of stuff. The cheerleaders decorate our lockers and give us treats and stuff. Um, there's hall decorating. It's just I think it just brings the whole school together, and it's just a big fun time for everyone in Midland, really, because I'm sure Dow is doing that as well, which is amazing. So
Because here's the thing though too, and for obviously it's well known in Midland, but may not be well known to everybody else. But Midland and Midland Dow share a stadium, so
yeah,
there's always something going on there. So whether
Hmm.
it's Midland playing or whether it's Dow playing, um, but but also this is also Coach Wellman's first Midland Dow game. So this, I mean, I know he's in for a treat because I think he's gonna
Yeah,
really like what he sees on Friday night, just in terms of the environment.
yeah. And I know when I was obviously pulled up for varsity um, for my freshman Dow game, and I was pulled up the rest of the season for sophomore year. And just being able to experience that and be on the field as a freshman, my first time ever experiencing it. Because as a younger kid, I don't really remember the Dow games that much because I was obviously a young kid and I was probably playing
Doing
touch
what young
football
kids do.
behind the stands. Yeah. So, but as a freshman, like I was experiencing that whole atmosphere and like I wasn't even playing, but I felt this huge adrenaline rush. It was like 30 degrees. I had no shirt on under my pads and I was just like obviously so amped up and I just was like, oh, what if I get in the game or something like that?
Yeah. Okay, so but knowing you're a senior this year,
Yeah.
we'll get to the announcement about your future in a minute, but to know that this is going to be your last Midland Dow game, what has this rivalry meant to you, and what's it been like just to be a part of it as you head into what could potentially be? I need to say that because, of course, the two teams played each other the following week.
Yeah.
Um, but what is it what this rivalry has been like for you?
So what this rivalry's been like for me is it's just again the atmosphere, the student sections, the band. That is really what I feel like brings Friday Night Lights to the spectrum and how it just absolutely like just makes the like everything about Friday Night Lights amazing. Not just the football though. Like I love football. It's my best sport. It's my favorite sport. But like the Friday Night Light like activities like around it with the band, the student section is really what makes it fun for me. And the Dow game, having both of those huge, like our both of our bands are just massive of at least 150 people, and having both of those bands just competing against each other on the field just is really just amazing to me. And like just obviously like having to take this all in because senior year last Dow game um just being able to see some of those guys from Dow, because obviously I'm friends with some of them, because they're from the same city and stuff. So being able to compete against those guys is just awesome. Competing against your own friends, really wanting to duke it out against each other, and just really the biggest thing for me is make it last as long as you can Friday night, and never forget those moments you have with the people across the town and just the whole crowd around you and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I know I mentioned let me ask you this. How do you like get ready for a game?
Oh yeah. So I am those big guys like I'm just the big guy of uh can't stop moving. I some people may say that I'm a crazy person when it comes to mental preparation before the game. Um I'm growling, I end up hitting myself in the head sometimes to wake myself up, and I'm just pacing all over, and that's just really how I get ready because like I'm a big energy guy. I feed off of energy, obviously, so it really helps me get mentally prepared for the game.
Yeah. Um, so like I don't know if I'm pretty sure like there's like music playing. I don't know if you have your own headphones in. So let's say so if you do, what's Evan listening to?
Ooh, so let's just say this: maybe about 3.5, 4 hours before the game, right when school ends, we got meetings and stuff. I'll be listening to some nice, not calm country, but like God's country, loud and heavy, something like that. But when it comes to like getting close to game time, I'll listen to a little bit of rap, and then when we're getting our pads on, I'll listen to some Metallica and all that. So
Yeah,
I'm a big three. Like I'm a guy that likes to listen to the big three music genres.
yeah, for sure. Um, and I know I preempt this a little bit. I know you also made an announcement about your future.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
Yeah. I'm blessed to announce that I've been able to get an offer by Alma, obviously, and obviously commit. So I was able to experience their atmosphere a little probably about 3 weeks ago. And obviously the outcome wasn't what they expected, and that's all right because it happens. It's football. You're competing. But that their homecoming atmosphere is just absolutely amazing. And being able to be next to the players, ask coaches questions before the game, really helped me make my decision. And they really seem like welcoming, and their coaches really seem like they care about their players. The campus there is just amazing. It's a smaller campus, which is what I like. I like the smaller campuses. I like to be able to find my classes good, and I'll be able to know see more of my football teammates, obviously too. So yeah, it's a blessing to be able to say I'll be playing football for Alma next year.
Absolutely. And then, heading into this week, what do you feel like you guys need to do to come away, with a win over Dow? And obviously that would also, I'm not sure if, I know a lot of leagues were already clinched and stuff like that, but to go undefeated in conference play, that would be a big thing for you guys too.
Very big. To be able to be SVO first place in the SVO is amazing, but it's obviously rivalry week. We really want to beat these guys. I feel like just the mental preparation for this week is going to have to be play a big factor. Um, I think physically we're all ready to play. Obviously the team across town is ready to play, but I think we're really angry about last year, and really want to get our revenge. So,
Yeah. All right. Evan, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
all right, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, who's your favorite football player currently right now?
Ooh, probably Aiden Hutchinson. Unfortunate what happened to him, but I really mentor my game around him.
Awesome. What's your best moment so far in your high school football career?
Um, Best moment so far is probably this year. Beating Heritage, I had one of the best games of my life. We had one of the best games of our lives as a team. And just stopping one of the best offenses I feel in the SVL on fourth down, 4th and 1. I throw the blocker away and I stuff their big running back who's probably about my size, and stopped him right at the goal or at the line of scrimmage. So it was awesome. Celebrate with the team and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your go-to place for food?
Ooh, that's a good question. Go to place for food right now is, do you know what Pizza Sam's is?
Yes.
Yeah, Pizza Sam's is my go-to place to go right now.
Yeah.
Best
Always,
pizza in the world.
always gotta love those local pizza joints.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, what is something people may not know about you, Evan?
Some ooh, some people may not know that I'm a big gamer, really. Like I seem like a big hard-nosed guy that I like to get out. I do love to get out, work out. I'm a big outdoorsman too. I hunt and fish all the time, but some people may not know that I have quite a bit of gaming systems at home, and I'm a pretty big gamer on my free time.
Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. Well, Evan, thank you so much for the time and best of luck against Dow this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.